Rick May has the ball, passes off to Yoinsa. Yoinsa takes it across the timeline. Now Peter working against Morris Blackwell goes over to May with it out on top of the key. May looks for somebody, dribbles with it, passes off to Yoinsa. Yoinsa out on top with it. Looks for somebody, goes over to Blewett, bend from 20 feet. Good. The basket is good, and we have a foul on Mike Miller. The foul came under the boards, a pushing foul on Mike Miller of Holy Redeemer. Tanana will go to the line.
Yeah, that's a quick lead that CC has. Usually they don't start off quick, but it looks like they're going to do it this game and go all the way.
It's good by Tanana, 3-0 favor of Catholic Central. The Shamrocks are on the press. With the ball, Morris Blackwell. He gets it off to Brigido Rojas. Rojas working against Joinsa. Goes over to Morris Blackwell with it. Blackwell across the timeline. Blackwell over to Rojas. Rojas out at the top of the key. The Shamrocks are in a 3-2 zone defense. The shot was blocked by Razanka. And the Shamrocks have the ball. Tanana with it across the timeline. Out at the top of the key. Now Frank tries to move, goes over to Yoinsa with it. Yoinsa on top. Passes over to Razanka. Chris out on top with the ball over to May. May takes a shot from 20 feet. Good. 5-0 favor of Catholic Central. Good rebounded by Yoinsa. Now Yoinsa with it. Blew it across the line to May. May works in for the shot. 15. No good. And it's rebounded by Mike Miller. Miller off to Blackwell. Blackwell across the timeline. The Lions slow the ball up a bit. The Shamrocks in a 1-3-1 defense. May on top with it. Now under the basket, Ralph Simpson shot no good. Rebounded by May. May actually jumped for that ball.
Kev, we're seeing a fast-moving Redeemer team just like they did against De La Salle. That's what they had to do to beat De La Salle, and they did it, and they're trying to do it against CC tonight.
Now the Shamrocks have the ball out of bounds as Morris Blackwell knocked it out. Tanana will take it out for CC under the Catholic Central basket. Pass out to Blewett. Blewett over to Yoinsa. Yoinsa being guarded by Blackwell. Ball goes to Tanana, 20 feet. Good, no good. It hit the rim and goes out of bounds. 6:07 left in the first quarter. The score CC 5 and Holy Redeemer nothing. Rojas with the ball for Redeemer across the timeline with it. He's out on top with it. Passes over to Blackwell from 20 feet. No good. Rebounded by Razanka. Tenacious play by Razanka. Long down court pass for Yoinsa into May. Down the lane, the shot. No good. But he was fouled. The foul is on James Williams of Holy Redeemer.
Looks like this is how the game might be won tonight, Kev, on the foul line.
May at the line. He's got 2 shots. 5:49 left in the first quarter. First one by Rick is in there. Second shot, no good. Rebounded by Razanka. Puts it back up. No good. May knocks it out of bounds.
Kev, we see they're going to have to. Redeemer's going to need that fast break to beat CC tonight. They're not doing it very well so far.
Right, the Shamrocks are actually running out there tonight. Now a long shot by Blackwell from 25 feet in the corner. It's good. 6-2. Ben Blewett pulls the net down. Tanana will take it out for CC. Redeemer on the press. Yoinsa with the ball over to Tanana. Now Frank brings it up court. Being guarded by Ralph Simpson. Frank across the timeline behind his back. Looks for the shot. Knocked away by Miller. Frank regains it. Now Frank out on top over to May. May sends Tanana down the lane. The Shamrocks using the horseshoe. Blewett from 20 feet. Good. 8-2 favor of Catholic Central. 5 minutes left in the first quarter. Mike Miller with the ball for Redeemer down court across the timeline. Now he takes the ball in towards the lane. Almost blocked by Razanka. It's up, no good. Rebounded by Simpson, and he was fouled by Chris Razanka.
Remember the other game, CC has been after
First foul by Chris. Now the shot by Simpson is good. It's 8-3 favor of Catholic Central. That's Ralph's first point of the night. Puts the second shot up. That's good. Switches through the net. 8-4. Razanka takes it out, passes to Blewett. Now Blewett takes it up court. Across the timeline goes Ben behind his back. Out at the top of the lane over to Razanka. Chris looks for somebody, goes to Blewett. 20-foot jumper. Good! 10-4, favor of Catholic Central. Now the ball is stolen by Blewett. Holy Redeemer pass went awry. Blewett takes it up court. Across the timeline with it. At the top of the key over to Joinza. Peter from 20 feet. Off the rim. Knocked out of bounds by Razanka. The Shamrocks playing exciting ball out there tonight.
Well, can we have that exciting Casey Lopat be our ref tonight?
The two officials, Casey Lopat and Big Sam Taub.
He's a good one, Kev.
Brigido Rojas, shot from the top of the key, no good, rebounded by Tanana. He passes off to Joinza. Joinza down court for Blewett. Ben with it, drives the lane, goes out of bounds to Holy Redeemer. Slipped out of Ben's hands. One thing I've noticed tonight, Tom, is that the Shamrocks are not using the press.
They started off with semi-press at the beginning, but now they're falling back to cover this fast-moving Redeemer offense.
That's right, Tom. With the ball for Holy Redeemer, Jimmy Williams takes it in the corner, shot from 15. No good, rebounded by Razanka. Chris tenacious on those boards. Now Chris dribbles it himself. And there's a foul on Ralph Simpson of Holy Redeemer. Razanka will go to the line with one shot. Let's see how many points Chris Razanka has. Chris doesn't have any points tonight.
Kev, I'd like to mention that we have your little brother there.
Yes, there's a new statistician. Sparky Witten couldn't be with us. The shot by Razanka, no good. Rebounded by Blewett. It's in there. 12-4, 8 points for Ben Blewett. Now the Shamrocks are in the press. Sparky Witten couldn't be with us tonight due to mental illness. So Brian Murphy is with us tonight to keep stats. He's no relation. Well, actually, the ball is stolen by Rick May down court. Drives the lane. In. Rick took it all alone. What a play by May. 14-4, favor of Catholic Central. Mike Miller with the ball for Redeemer. Passes back out to Rojas. Rojas at the top of the key. Goes to Morris Blackwell in the corner. Now Blackwell drives. Passes to Simpson under the basket. He goes back to Blackwell with it. Now the pass back to Simpson. Simpson down the lane. Shot. No good. Tipped out by Blewett off to Razanka. May down 2-on-1. Uh-oh. Palming the ball called on Rick May.
Yeah, I think we should give equal time to Rick Ryan over here taking over the camera jobs from Jeff Arshamo.
Right, Rick Ryan is the new cameraman for tonight's game. A replacement for Redeemer. Tony Moreno in the game. Trying to see who left here. Mike Miller left. Now Simpson tries to take a shot, but it's blocked. Rick May blocked the shot. But there's a foul on it. That's Rick's first foul of the night. Second team foul for the Shamrocks. The Shamrocks have jumped off to a quick 10-point lead here. 2:21 left. 14-4. The first shot by Ralph Simpson, no good. Ralph awaits his second shot now. Puts it up. No good. Rebounded by Frank Tanana.
Yep, this game looks like it may be put into the hands of Tom Lagarde tonight.
Yes. Uh-oh. Tanana took it up court and dribbled behind his back twice. May out on top of the key with it over to Joinza. Joinza with it now over to Tanana. Shot from 20 by Frank. Good. Frank Tanana with 3 points now. 16-4, 1:57 left in the first quarter. With the ball, Simpson passes out to Tony Moreno. Moreno down court, drives the lane, puts it up, no good, blocked by May. Simpson gets the rebound, puts it back up, blocked by Razanka, knocked out of bounds by CC. That ball was knocked out by Peter Joinza. Holy Redeemer has the ball out of bounds. Simpson takes it out. He passes out to Morris Black. Blackwell being guarded closely by Blue. The ball goes back out on top to Rojas. Rojas, the playmaker of this team. He goes over to Tony Moreno with it. Moreno tries to drive the lane, comes back out to Blackwell. Now the pass to Simpson. Shot goes in. 16-6, favor of Catholic Central. 1:20 left in the first quarter. Rizanka with it off to Tanana. Walking violation called on Frank. It hit Frank in the face. A bad pass from Rizanka. Simpson will take it out, or James Williams will take it out for Redeemer. Passes out to Moreno. Moreno over to Rojas, back to Moreno. Now down the lane, ball stolen by Tanana. Tanana with it. Frank off to Yoinza. Over to to Rizanka. Oh! Some fans running around the rafters up here.
Yes,
An offensive foul on Peter Yoinza. A bad call by the ref.
That was Sans toe. You know, he's not our friend anymore. You remember that.
Okay. With the ball for Redeemer. Moreno, shot from 15, no good. Rebounded by Rizanka. But it's taken away by Simpson. Turnaround jumper, blocked. Oh! But a foul is called on Rizanka.
That was Casey Luke, man. He's not our friend anymore either, guys.
Rizanka was nowhere near Simpson on that one. Chris's second foul of the night. 51 seconds left in the quarter. Shot by Simpson up. Good. 16-7. Now waiting his second shot. He puts it up. It's off the rim. Rebounded right by Rizanka. Chris takes it down court himself to Yoinza. Feet down the lane. No good. Ball rebounded by Moreno. Splits the defense, but passes it out of bounds. The pass was intended for Rojas. Now Holy Redeemer on the press. Blewett gets the ball. Ben down the court. Under for May. Shot no good. Rebounded by Rojas. Down for Morris Blackwell. Knocked away by Tanana. Frank takes it down court. Down the lane. Puts it up himself. Good. It's good. What a shot by Tanana. He was fouled.
Yeah, what I want to say, I can't say, so go ahead, keep talking.
Okay. Thanks, Tom. Simpson will be at the line for Redeemer. 18-7, 24 seconds left in the first quarter. Puts the shot up. Good. It's a 1-and-1 bonus situation. 18-8. Now Simpson awaits his second shot. Lets it fly. It's good. 18-9, 24 seconds left. Tanana long down court pass for Yoinza. Pete he knocked it out of bounds himself. Pete couldn't get to it. So the Shamrocks come out on a 1-2-1-1 zone defense. With the ball, Rojas goes to Blackwell in the corner. Blackwell back to Simpson. Passes out to Williams. Lane puts it in there. 2 seconds left. There's the buzzer. That ends the first quarter. And the score, Catholic Central 18, Holy Redeemer 11. Second quarter, up one by Rizanka, goes to Blewett. Now Ben gets a pick from the ref, takes it across the timeline, goes over to Tanana with it, over to Rizanka. Rizanka at side court to Yoinza under the basket. Pete turnaround jumper, no good. Rebounded by Blewett, puts it back up, he's fouled. Foul is on Mike Miller of Holy Redeemer. Ben will have 2 shots. Ben with 8 points tonight. Ben's first shot is up. No good. Ben is a terrific foul shot shooter. That surprises me, but he makes his second one. 19-11 now. Miller with the ball. Goes to Morris Blackwell with it. Blackwell out on top. Goes to Rojas. Rojas at the top of the key being guarded by May. May over to Miller. Miller drives towards the lane, gives off to Simpson. Simpson passes for Blackwell, but it's stolen by Tanana. Down court for May. Rick drives the lane, puts it up. Walking violation caught on Rick. Rick's having a little trouble handling that ball tonight, Tom.
Me too, Cal.
Yes. Rojas with the ball for Redeemer across the timeline with it. He goes over to Blackwell in the corner. Blackwell passes under for Simpson. Goes under, puts it up. Rebounded by Rozaka. It was no good. Now Yoinsa gets it from Rozaka. Yoinsa across the timeline. Passes over for Tanana. Tanana at the top of the key. Looks for a shot. Passes for Blewett. But Ben loses it out of bounds. Now a substitution. Mike Miller goes out and Tony Moreno into the game for Holy Redeemer. 6:55 left in the first half. The score, CC 19 and Holy Redeemer 11. With the ball, Rojas passes for Blackwell in the corner. Blackwell back to Simpson. Over to Rojas. Rojas down the lane. Through everybody. Blocked. But it's rebounded and put back in by Ralph Simpson. Now Tanana down court for CC. Well, Holy Redeemer is close to within 6 now after being down by 11. Ball knocked out of bounds by Jimmy Williams of Holy Redeemer. Shamrocks will have it out. Yoinsa will take it out for CC. Miller is back into the game now. Out goes Rojas. Tanana gets it from Yoinsa. Frank dribbling around at the top of the key over to Rozaka, over to Blewett. Blewett in the corner with it. Passes to Yoinsa in the corner. Pete looks for somebody. Goes out to Blewett. Blewett takes a shot from 20 feet. No good. Not a Shamrock man near that ball. Simpson gets the rebound. Long down court pass for Mike Miller was knocked out of bounds by Yoinsa.
Wayne Berry gets a touch of the ball there. Kevin maybe is only the whole play on.
Right, Wayne got to touch the ball. With the ball for Holy Redeemer, Rojas. Rojas goes over to Simpson. Simpson drives the lane, puts a shot up. No good. Rebounded by May. May holds the ball over his head, passes off to Blewett. Now Ben off to May. May down the side court. Back out to Blewett. Blewett at the top of the key. Ben goes over to Yoinsa. He almost lost it. Pete goes into the corner to Frank Tanana. Tanana looks for somebody, goes to May. Turnaround jumper. No good. And it's rebounded by Rojas. Rojas about 5'6". Blackwell gets it down court. Back out to Miller. Miller tries to drive the lane, goes to Rojas from 20 feet. Good. 19 to 15. Holy Redeemer has reeled off 7 straight points. And the ball is knocked out of bounds by Ralph Simpson. Shamrocks will have the ball out of bounds. Taking it out for CC is Yoinsa. Passes out to Tanana. Tanana being guarded by Blackwell. Frank in the key, takes his shot, it's up. No good. Rebounded by Yoinsa, he puts it back up and in. Peter Yoinsa. 21 to 15, the Shamrocks on the press.
Kev, we see Bill Edwards going to the bench, coming in. It looks like for probably Peter Yoinsa.
With the ball, Rojas goes to Simpson, drives under, puts it up, no good. Rebounded by Miller, and it goes in. 21-17, 4:38 left in the half.
Takes
out, and holds the ball, now dribbles right-hander with it. Takes it past Miller across the timeline. Ben at the top of the key with it. Now drives into the corner, passes back out to Rozaka. Rozaka over to Tanana, over to Yoinsa. Yoinsa down the lane, puts it up, in. Uh-oh. The basket is ruled no good. Foul was on Morris Blackwell of Holy Redeemer. Came before the shot. It'll be a 1-and-1 bonus for Pete. He's got a chance to put CC ahead by 6 now. It's up. No good. Tip back by Rozaka. It was no good. Rebounded by Simpson. Simpson with the ball. Passes down court for Rojas. Rojas with it. Now Rojas goes over to Mike Miller. Miller back out to Rojas. Rojas down the lane, puts it up, and in. Foul was on Chris Rozaka. That's Chris's 3rd foul of the night. 21-19. Rojas with a chance to bring Redeemer within one. Well, Tom, we might just have an upset in the making here tonight. Shot by Rojas, no good, rebounded by Rozanka. Chris dribbles with it. Takes it down court himself. Now looks for somebody. Goes to Tanana, down the lane to Yoinsa. It's in there.
Kev, I think that the Shamrocks need this close part. Build up more spirit. Then they'll just fire by the Lions, as they did to Notre Dame earlier in the season.
With the ball, Rojas for Holy Redeemer.
I don't know what that meant, Kev, but go ahead.
Blackwell has it in the corner. Now over to Simpson. Simpson through the lane. Shot blocked by Rozanka, and he grabs it himself. He passes off to Tanana. Frank across the timeline with it. At the top of the key over to Yoinsa. Yoinsa to Blewett. Blewett over to Tanana. Frank from 20 feet. No good. It's rebounded by Simpson. Long down court pass for Rojas. Under to Blackwell. It's good. 23-21, 2:58 left in the half. With the ball, Blewett. Over to Yoinsa. Yoinsa at the top of the key. Pete looks for somebody. Goes over to Tanana. Tanana out on top with it to Blewett. Blewett to Yoinsa, down the lane to Tanana, under, puts it in. 25-21, favor of Catholic Central. Frank with 7 points tonight.
Kev, CC's playing the open man offense, not as they were earlier with the shoot from any place and get the rebounds. They're playing for open man in position.
That's right, Tom. Rojas with the ball for Redeemer. Gives it off to Williams, drives the lane. Walking violation on Jimmy Williams of Holy Redeemer. Now Tony Moreno coming into the ball game. Ralph Simpson leaving. And there's a timeout. The ball out. Tanana takes it out, passes off to Yoinsa. Yoinsa to Rozanka. Rozanka left all alone. Tanana gets it now. Frank takes it by Morse Blackwell. At the top of the key, goes over to Yoinsa. Yoinsa fakes a shot, passes off to Rozanka, goes down the lane, lays it up, no good. And it's rebounded by Morris Blackwell of Holy Redeemer. With the ball, Blackwell goes over to Rojas with it. The Shamrocks have been held to only 6 points this quarter. Now Miller takes it down the lane, no good, gets his own rebound and puts it back in. 25-23, 1:42 left in the half. Tanana with the ball for CC. Takes it down court across the timeline. Now Frank goes around Blackwell, shot from 15. No good. Rebounded by Miller. Almost stolen by Rozanka. Foul on Ben Blewett of CC. Miller was 6. No good. It's rebounded by Simpson, up and in. No, that was Jimmy Williams who put that one in. Now a tie game, 25-25. Tanana takes it down court, across the timeline. Now he slows it up a bit over to Blewett at the top of the key. Ben back to Frank. Tanana looks for somebody. Goes to Yoinsa with it. Yoinsa over to Rozanka. Chris looks for somebody. Yoinsa comes out. Yoinsa at the top of the key with it. Looks up at the clock. Now Pete dribbles out. Passes over to Rozanka. Rozanka down the lane. Shot from 15. No good. There's a foul. The foul is on Chris Rozanka. 1-1. Holy Redeemer with a chance to pull ahead here. The shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Tanana. But it's knocked out of bounds by Mike Miller. So Tanana takes it out for CC. Now the Shamrocks move. Ball goes to Blewett. Ben dribbles up court now. Goes by Mike Miller across the timeline with it. 30 seconds left in the half. Ben from 15. Hit the rim, no good. Ball rebounded by Jimmy Williams. Down court, through the lane. The shot, good. 27-25 in favor of Redeemer. May with the ball to Yoinsa. Yoinsa down court across the timeline. Pete looks for somebody. Drives the lane himself, puts it up.
In.
27-27. There's the buzzer ending the half and the score. Catholic Central 27, Holy Redeemer 27. Tip by Lagarde over to May. Rick has the ball being guarded by Mike Miller. Looks for somebody. And a jump ball is called by the ref.
Yeah, they weren't there that many seconds, but the ref seems kind of anxious with his mouth right now, so we'll let it go at that.
That's right, Tom. May will jump against Mike Miller. Now the ball is up, won by May. He tried to tip it to Yoinsa, but he tipped it to Tony Moreno of Holy Redeemer. So Redeemer has the ball. Mike Miller with it, drives the lane, puts a shot up. No good. Walking violation on Mike Miller.
To the delight of the Catholic Central fans, I might note.
Totally, Tom, totally. With the ball, blew it, passes out to Yoinsa. Now Yoinsa takes it down court, being guarded by Tony Moreno. Yoinsa across the timeline at the top of the key to Tanana. Turnaround hook, good by Frank Tanana. 29-27, favor of Catholic Central.
Yeah, this looks like a team that was deprived of the city championship last year, and they're going to get it this year.
Hopefully, Tom. Last year at this time, the Shamrocks lost by 6 points to Austin, 76-70. Walking violation on Jimmy Williams. So the Shamrocks have the ball out. Blewett will take it out for CC. May with the ball. Dribbles up court with it. Passes for Lagarde. Was over his head. Morris Blackwell with the ball for Redeemer. Down under. Went off his foot, out of bounds. So,
Kev, we're seeing Redeemer third quarter, like their first quarter.
Right, Tom. Redeemer has made 3 serious turnovers here in the first minute of play. Blewett dribbles behind his back across the timeline. Almost stolen away by Moreno. Pass over to Yoinsa. Yoinsa from 20 feet off the rim, no good. Ball rebounded by Jimmy Williams. Up court with it across the timeline. Down the lane, fakes a shot, passes back out to Tony Moreno. Moreno with it. Now moves in towards the lane, down the lane, puts a shot up, blocked by Tanana, off to Yoinsa. Yoinsa, long down court pass from May, lays it up, in. May was wide open on that one. 31-27, favor of Catholic Central. Timeout called by Holy Redeemer with 6-7. That was in collaboration with Wrigley's and 7-0.
My boss will like that one, folks.
Back to live action now. Redeemer with the ball. Rojas takes it down court across the timeline. Being guarded by Yoinsa. The Shamrocks are in a man-to-man defense. With the ball for Redeemer, Blackwell drives the lane, puts it up. No good. Rebounded by Williams. Puts it up. He's fouled by Tom Lagarde.
Kev, we saw before as the bonus became effective late in the first period. It did seem to favor both teams, but it could be a factor here near the end of the third quarter, beginning of the fourth.
Williams at the line. The shot is up. In. 31-28. Lagarde has seen a lot of action here in these playoffs. He's a sophomore from Detroit Catholic Central. The second shot by Williams is also good. 31-29, Redeemer down by 2. Yoinsa takes it out, passes to Tanana. Behind his back is Frank. Across the timeline with it. Ball taken away by Tony Moreno. Jump ball called by the ref, though. Well, we might note that was a rather bad call by the referee. A clean...
Sammy Taub, that's
right.
what it was.
Clean steal by Tony Moreno. Tanana 6'3" against Moreno 5'7". The ball up, won by Tanana. Blewett with it across the timeline. The Shamrocks are not watching from behind tonight, not using the rear view mirror. Hooked by Tanana in the lane is good.
Kevin, you might know too that the Shamrocks are playing just their man. They're not watching for other men coming over to help. They're just playing their own man. Oh, I don't believe it.
The foul is called on Tanana. If there was any foul, it was clearly before the shot. But the basket is ruled good. That's Tanana's second foul of the night. Miller will be at the line. 33-31. Miller with a chance to bring it within one now. 5:33 left in the third quarter. Puts it up, off the rim, rebounded by Lagarde. Lagarde off to Tanana. Now Tanana working against Blackwell. Frank behind his back, across the timeline over to Joinsa. Joinsa at the top of the key. Flips it to Tanana. Tanana down the lane, puts it up, in. Frank just pouring it on. 13 points for Frank.
Kevin, it looks like if the Shamrocks win, Tanana may be the one to get that trophy, the most valuable player of the playoffs.
Right, so far in these two tournament games, Tanana has been the deciding factor. Now Miller takes it down the lane and puts it in for Holy Redeemer. 35-33. As I was saying before, Tanana has been the determining factor. He's really played tremendous in these two tournament games, and so far has played well tonight. Pass to Tanana, the top of the key, off to Joinsa, puts it up, in. I don't believe it.
Yeah, that's clearly the worst call of the playoffs we've seen.
Right, jumping Sammy Taub has made some bad calls tonight.
Cal, I'm sorry, but we can't charge that one to Sammy. That was Casey.
Oh, Casey Lopata. Well, the foul was on Joinsa. Now the shot by Rojas is in there. 35-35, a tied game again. Blewett with the ball for CC. Passes off to Tanana. Frank takes it across the timeline. Now he drives the lane, puts it up, no good. Rebounded by May. And I believe we have a foul. Yes, the foul was on Morris Blackwell of Holy Redeemer. That'll be Blackwell's second foul of the night. At the line, jumping Rick May.
Oh, that's jumping Joe Trudeau. Don't talk about Rick May. Rick's at the line.
Rick's shot is good. 36-35. Williams takes it out for Redeemer. Passes it out to Moreno. Moreno down court. Now out on top with it at the top of the key. Drives the lane. Puts it up. An offensive foul is called on Moreno. So the Shamrocks will have the ball out of bounds at side court.
That was our man, Sammy.
Sammy calling him equally bad for both teams tonight. Now Tanana takes it all the way the length of the court and puts it in. Timeout is called by Holy. Being guarded by Lagarde. Now Moreno gets it, working on Blewett one-on-one. But that's not Moreno, that's Rojas.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, Kev. But the fast-moving Redeemer offense we saw in the first half isn't what it was in the second.
Walking violation on Brigido Rojas. Brigido Rojas. I got my iambic pentameter mixed up a little bit there. Joinsa down the court with it across the timeline at the top of the key. Goes over to Tanana. Frank sets for the shot from 20 feet. It's off the rim. Rebounded by May. And a foul is called. The foul on Jimmy Williams of Holy Redeemer. So that's Williams' second foul of the night. Third team foul for Holy Redeemer.
Yes, Cal, I was going to say that pegs both team with 3 team fouls, 1 more for each, and it's bonus.
2 more for each time.
No, Kev, it's 4. It's 4 in tournament.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. Lagarde shot, no good. Rebounded by Miller. He knocks it out, but he gets it back out to Williams. Now down court for Blackwell. Blackwell at the top of the key over to Rojas. Rojas drives under, puts it up. It went in, but the foul came before the shot. The foul is on Tom Lagarde. That's Lagarde's second foul of the night. Brigido Rojas at the line for Redeemer. It's up and in. 38-36. Joinsa takes it out for CC. Passes out to Tanana. Tanana down court for Joinsa. Pete wide open. Down the lane. Puts it up. No good.
Oh, man!
An offensive foul called on Peter Joinsa.
That's an equally worst one by Casey. That's Casey's worst. Sammy's got another bad one.
Right, these refs kind of bad out here tonight,
It looks like the Manifesto Protective Agency is going to have to get...
Mafioso.
Mafioso, I don't care. get him anyway.
Blackwell with the ball. Passes in the lane for Williams. Turn around. Hook, no good. Rebounded by Tanana.
That was a good shot, Kevin. Almost hit the backboard.
Right, these refs are somewhat reminiscent of last year's finals.
Somewhat.
Quite bad. Joinson with the ball for CC at the top of the key. Lagarde has it now. Tommy over to Joinsa. Joinsa back out to Blewett. Blewett on top with it to May. May from 20 feet, good. 40-36, favor of Catholic Central. 2:20 left in the third quarter. Rojas with the ball for Holy Redeemer. Being guarded by Blewett. Shamrocks in the man-to-man defense. Rojas down the lane, puts it up and in. Shamrocks unable to stop his driving tonight. Joinsa with the ball for CC. It's 40-38. Pete across the timeline at the top of the key, goes to Lagarde with it to Tanana in the lane. The shot no good, tip back in. Lagarde tries to get it, but it's knocked out to Moreno. That ball just hung up on the rim. Shot by Moreno, no good. Pushing foul on Rick May. That's Rick's second foul of the evening. Moreno will be at the line for Holy Redeemer with 2 shots. Redeemer with a chance to tie it now.
1-1 it seems like.
1-1. I guess the foul came before the shot. The shot is up, no good. And it's rebounded by May. May off to Tanana. Now Tanana being guarded by Blackwell, takes it up court across the timeline. Frank at side court over to Joinsa. Joinsa at the top of the key. Pete looks for somebody. Goes to Lagarde. Lagarde with it. Passes over to Blewett. Blewett from 20 feet. In and out. Rebounded by Williams. Walking violation on Jimmy Williams. So the Shamrocks managed to get it.
Yeah, we better put this plug in. We see Steve Schram down there leading the cheers, getting up some spirit here.
Right, Steve trying to stir up some spirit. With the ball, Tanana. Shot up, no good. It's rebounded by Mike Miller. Miller down court to Moreno, all alone. Passes off to Blackwell. Knocked away by Tanana, but there was a foul. Frank's third foul of the night. The Shamrocks now with 3 men who have 3 fouls or more. And that's Tanana, Joinsa, and Rozanka. William Kilberg is in the game now for Holy Redeemer. Moreno left, Rojas left. The first shot by Blackwell, no good. His second shot is in. 40-39, 1:15 left in the third quarter. Tanana takes it out and throws it out of bounds. The pass was intended for Peter Joinsa. So Redeemer will have the ball out of bounds right under their own basket. Taking it out, Jimmy Williams out to Blackwell. Blackwell looks for a shot, now takes it in, under. Offensive foul called on Morris Blackwell. He ran into Rick May. Holy Redeemer up on the press. We have a hassle here.
Yeah, if there would have been Coach Foley, it would have been a sure technical and maybe 5 shots.
Right. With the ball, Blewett across the timeline, behind his back, goes around May, through the lane. I don't know what it was. Okay, Ben's second foul, Moreno at the line. It's up, no good, rebounded by Tom Lagarde. Passes out to Blewett. Blewett down court across the timeline, he's gonna take it himself, puts it up, knocked out of bounds. Well, about 2 Redeemer men got their hands on that one.
About 3 fouls, too.
Miller with the ball. Takes it through the lane, puts his shot up. No good. Rebounded by Lagarde. Lagarde off to Blewett. Blewett down court with it to Joinsa. Joinsa with it. Now Pete looks for somebody, takes it back out on top. Pete goes to Tanana. Shot by Frank is up, no good. Tap back up, put back up by May, in. All right, it's good.
And it was Sammy, all right.
Sammy Taub comes through. That's foul number 4 for Morris Blackwell of Holy Redeemer. May at the line, his shot was good. It's 42-40, 26 seconds left in the third quarter. The foul shot is good. It's 43-40. Rick May with 13 points tonight. Tony Moreno with the ball for Holy Redeemer, working against Joinsa. He takes it across the timeline, being guarded loosely by Peter. Now passes off to Miller. Miller shoots from the lane. Palm, no, 3-second violation on Holy Redeemer. So with 14 seconds left, the Shamrocks have the ball out. Tanana comes out for it. Passes off to Joinsa. Joinsa across the timeline. Peter out to May. May at the top of the key to Blewett. Ben takes it from the corner. Shot good. 45-40. There's the buzzer ending the third quarter. And the score, Catholic Central 45, Holy Redeemer 40.
Kev, we better take it cool.
Oh, we got plenty left. The ball up in the air, won by Razanka, but it's taken by Moreno. The Shamrocks fall back into a zone defense. Moreno with the ball for Holy Redeemer. 1-3-1 zone. Down the lane, the shot is in. 45-42, 7:47 left in the game. Tanana with the ball for CC's, got his man by a step. Down court, passes off to May. May from 20 feet, off the rim, rebounded by Morris Blackwell. Blackwell down court to Moreno, loses it to May, but gets it back again. Moreno with the ball, tries to drive the lane, comes back out. Passes off to Jimmy Williams. Williams with the ball at the top of the key. It's knocked away by Joinsa, off to May, over to Tanana. Now Tanana down court with it, being guarded by Mike Miller. Across the timeline goes Frank. Frank at the top of the key. Goes over to Blewett. Ben looks for a shot, goes to Tanana in the lane. The shot is up. No good, but there was a foul. The foul is on Jimmy Williams of Holy Redeemer.
I'd just like to say, Kev, that an inspired Catholic Central team here looks like they might go on to the state finals, Kev.
Forget it, Tom. You've totally messed this one up. Tanana at the line. The shot is up. No good. Now the second. Now the second shot, good. If Frank missed his first shot, that's kind of hard to believe. Frank doesn't miss too many of those.
You better believe it, Kev.
Okay, you better believe it. 46-42, 6:52 left in the game. Moreno with the Rojas with the ball for Redeemer, loses it, gets it back out to Blackwell. The shot no good. We have a foul. Foul was called by Casey Lopata. Fourth foul on Peter. So the Shamrocks are in deep foul trouble here tonight. They're going to have to hold back. Brigitto Rojas at the line. Puts the first shot up. It's in there. 46-43. They're within 3 now. Now the second shot by Rojas, also good, 46-44. Redeemer in a man-to-man press. With the ball, Razanka. Razanka looks for somebody to go to, goes to Frank. Tanana now takes it up the court. Pass Blackwell. Goes to Blewett in the corner, shot by Ben from the corner. Off the rim, no good. It's rebounded by Mike Miller. He passes for Rojas, went between his legs and out of bounds. So Joinsa takes it out for CC. Timeout called on the court by Catholic Central. Live action now. The Shamrocks have the ball out of bounds. Pete Joinsa takes it out, passes out to Tanana. Tanana with the ball. Takes it up court across the timeline. Gives off to Joinsa. Joinsa being guarded by Rojas. Joinsa at the top of the key. Passes off to Frank. Frank back to Joinsa. Shot from 20 feet. Off the rim. No good. Rebounded by Rojas. Rojas, long pass for Moreno. Oh! Moreno put it in. Tanana got his hand on the ball. It's up. No good. Rebounded by Morris Blackwell. 5:57 left in the game. Rojas with the ball. Passes over to Blackwell. Blackwell now goes to Miller. Miller from the foul line, up, no good. Rebounded by Rojas. His shot is up, rebounded by May. May dribbles, passes off to Blewett. Now Blewett working against Rojas, goes to Tanana with it. Frank with the ball, takes it across the timeline. Tanana moves Rozanka through the lane. Tanana drives under, it's in there. Frank put it in, a driving layup, and there was a foul. That's foul on Miller's. That foul was on Mike Miller of Holy Redeemer, his third foul.
Catch that little one from the little statistician over there that there's three starters with 4 fouls.
Yes, I did, Tom. This foul shot by Tanana was no good. 48-46. Rojas down the lane. Peter Yointz has just fouled out. Clearly an offensive foul. And good, 49-48. Rozanka takes it out for CC, passes to Edwards. Edwards with the ball, goes to Tanana. Now Frank brings the ball up court. Takes it across the timeline. Being guarded by Moreno. Goes to Edwards with it. Edwards at the top of the key, passes to Rozanka. Chris's shot, up, no good. Rebounded by Tanana. Puts his shot up, good. 50-49, favor of Catholic Central. 4:57 left in the game. Moreno with the ball for Holy Redeemer. Takes it across the timeline. Now down the lane. Puts his shot up, off the rim, rebounded by Rozanka. Passed out for Blewett. Blewett down court to May, lays it up. Yeah! Oh, folks, it's a great one! 52-49.
Here goes a timeout, it's fantastic. Give you a great rundown of the game, but the tape wasn't on, so you just missed it.
With the ball, Rojas takes it across the timeline, being guarded by Blewett. Now he goes down the lane, passes off to Blackwell. Blackwell through the lane, puts his shot up, in. 52-51. Tanana with the ball for CC. Working against Rojas. Now he goes by Rojas across the timeline. Frank looks for Blewett, goes to Blewett, drives the lane, puts it up. It was no good, but there was a foul. Foul was on Jimmy Williams of Holy Redeemer. Blewett will be at the line. These are crucial foul shots by Ben. That's a 4th foul for Williams.
Yeah, this has seen a lot of fouls, and as I predicted in the beginning, the foul shots are the ones that are terminating the game.
The first shot by Blewett was no good. The Shamrocks have just not been shooting off the line tonight. Second shot is good. 53-51, favor of Catholic Central. 4 minutes left in the game. Rojas with the ball. Down the lane, lays it up. No good. Walking violation. A walking violation on Brigitto Rojas. Edwards takes it out for CC. Passes to Tanana. Now Tanana up court. Across the timeline. Frank looks for somebody, goes to Edwards. Edwards out on top with it. Goes to Blewett. Blewett to Tanana. Tanana fakes a shot, now puts it up and in. 55-51, favor of Catholic Central, a 4-point lead. 3:30 left in the game. Mike Miller with the ball for Holy Redeemer. Working against Tanana. Passes back out to Rojas. Rojas out on top. Gets the pick from Williams, goes over to Blackwell. Blackwell fakes a shot, now puts it through the hoop. 55-53, favor of CC. Tanana with the ball for Catholic Central. Frank brings it up court. Takes it across the timeline. Timeout called by Tanana, and with
only expenditure CC has now, Kev. Everybody, I think, is hanging 4 except Ben.
And Edwards.
And Edward.
Shot by Rojas is good. Now the ref calls for the rag. Drops it down on the court, puts his foot on it, picks it back up, throws it back to the coach. Little ritual by good old Sammy Taub. Now Rojas shooting his second.
Sammy's not a bad guy when he's asleep.
57-55, favor of Catholic Central. 2:30 left in the game. Tanana with the ball for CC. Goes across the timeline and by Moreno. Shot from the key. Up, no good. Ball rebounded by Williams. Goes off to Moreno with it. The Shamrocks fall back on defense. Over to Blackwell. It's in there. Tied game, 57-57. Rozanko with the ball for CC. Over to May. May shot from 20 feet. Good. 59-57. 2 minutes left. Rojas with the ball. Drives the lane. Shot from the foul line. In. 59-59. Tanana with the ball for CC. Frank moves it up court. Across the timeline. Goes over to Edwards with it. Edwards drives the lane. Passes back out to Tanana. Frank looks for somebody. Goes to Blewett. Blewett from the corner. Up. No good. Rebounded by Rozanka. There's a whistle and a foul. Blackwell with a 1-and-1. It's up. No good. Rebounded by Lagarde. Goes off to Tanana with it. Long down court for Rozanka. He lost it. Rojas with it. Over to Moreno. There's a fight for the ball. Moreno's got it. The Shamrocks don't like the no call by the ref. Moreno with it down the lane. His shot up. Good. 1 minute left. Tanana with the ball. 61-59. Frank across the timeline. In the lane. The shot is up. No good. It's rebounded by Miller. Rojas with it. Blocked by Blewett. There's a foul on Edwards. 40. Got 2 shots. He could wrap it up. First one is good. 62-59. Redeemer pulling ahead here in this third quarter. May at the timetable now to move in. Second shot, no good. Rebounded by Miller. And now we can expect foul by Bill Edwards. Bill didn't waste any time in fouling. Tony could be it. It's up. No good. Rebounded by Tanana. The Shamrocks still have a chance. Down court for Blewett. Ben's going to take it himself. In the lane. It's up. In. 62-61. 30 seconds left. Rojas with the ball for Redeemer. Passes off to Williams. 20 seconds left. Rojas with the ball. Over to Miller. Miller down the lane. There's a whistle. Foul on Ben Blewett. Shot is up. No good. They're giving him 2 shots on an intentional foul.
I don't like it.
Highly irregular. Second shot up and in. Shamrocks with a chance to tie it. Blewett with it. 15 seconds left. All the way down court. He's fouled by Mike Miller. No, by Jimmy Williams. 11 seconds left. Marty Allen. Shot by Blewett. It's good!
job done by the refs.
One and one bonus, I do believe. Shamrocks leading 72-57. Shot up and in there, 73-57. Rick awaits his second shot now. Puts it up and in. 74-57, 18 seconds left in the third quarter. Catholic Central out ahead. Blackwell with the ball for UD. He passes it into the crowd. He wasn't looking, and Dan Malone was breaking towards him, and he threw the ball right into the crowd. Abelov taking it out for CC. Passes to May. May back to Abelov. Abelov shot from the corner. No good. Knocked out of bounds by Blackwell of U of D. 8 seconds left now in the third quarter. Trudeau will take it out for CC. Passes out to May. May has the ball knocked out of bounds by himself. So with 7 seconds left, UD has the ball. Across the timeline to Howe. Drives the lane, puts it up. No good. Rebounded by May. And time is out here in the third quarter with the score. Catholic Central 74, U of D 57. Ball tipped, won by Lagarde, but Howe of UD grabs it. Takes the ball down court, out on top with it, to DeCoster. Passes over to Malone, over to Wally Jones in the corner, drives the baseline. Foul number 5 on Tom Lagarde. He now leaves the ball game. He was in there for 12 seconds. Tom leaves the game. He had no points, although he certainly did play a strong defensive game. It's a nice hand for Tom Lagarde as he leaves. Tom's only a sophomore. Bill Edwards into the game now for CC. Shamrock's lineup consists of Abelov and Edwards at the guards, Tanana and Blewett at the forwards, Rick May at the center. U of D, Blackwell and DeCoster, the forwards. Wally Jones the center. Malone and Howe are the guards. First shot by Wally Jones is good. He's got a 1-and-1 bonus, 74-58 favor of Catholic Central. Second shot by Jones is also good. And the Cubs cut that deficit now to 15 points. Tanana across the timeline with it out on top. Fakes a shot, now puts it up 15 feet, no good, it's an air ball, didn't even hit the rim. Long pass down court, stolen by Bill Edwards, walking violation on Bill. Bill took about 3 steps too many on that play. Howe will take the ball out at side court for UD. Passes to Wally Jones, Wally's shot from 10 feet is good. 74-61. UD just might take a shot at it now. 7:25 remaining. Tom Abelov dribbling around with it in the backcourt, now across the timeline. Ball knocked away by Howe. Howe's going to go all the way. Drives up and no good. Rebounded by Tom Abelov. A 2-on-1 break for Blewett and Tanana. Blewett lays it up, no good. Rebounded by Edwards, no good. Rebounded by Jones. Jump ball. It'll be between Rick May and Wally Jones of U of D. Ball up in the air, won by Jones, off to Blackwell, almost stolen by Blewett. Passed off to Malone, Malone across the timeline, at the top of the key with it. Passes to Blackwell, Blackwell almost has it stolen. Malone takes a shot from 15, no good. Fight for the rebound between Tanana and Jones. Frank Tanana will be going up against Wally Jones. Ball up in the air, won by Tanana, off to May. May passes back to Tanana. Tanana takes it across the timeline now, out on top. Passes for Edwards. Edwards at the high post. Passes to Tanana. Tanana driving the baseline. Up. In. 76-61. 18 points for Frank Tanana tonight. Dan Malone with the ball for UD. Feeds Howe. Howe takes it across the timeline. Knocked away by Abelov. And out of bounds. Tom falls into the crowd. Hal takes it out for UD. Passes inbounds to Dan Malone. Malone takes it across the timeline. Shamrocks in a 2-3 zone. Pass to Hal, 15-foot jumper, no good. Rebounded by May. Be a 3-on-2 break. Going all the way is Abeloff. Passes under to Blewett. It's good. 78-61 favor of Catholic Central. Ben Blewett with 22 points tonight. Ball stolen by Blewett. There's a whistle. And a foul on Ben Blewett. I believe that's Ben's first foul of the night. In the game now is Dan Hoff. Going out is Dan Malone for U of D. At the line for U of D, Howe. He'll have a 1-and-1 bonus shot. Howe with 2 points tonight. Paul Sabrin getting ready to come into the game for U of D. Shot by Howe is up. No good. Rebounded by Ben Blewett. Dribbles it up himself across the timeline. Almost stolen by Howe. Pass for May. Out on top with it. To Abeloff. Abeloff at the top of the key. Goes to Tanana with it. Tanana under to Edwards. Edwards shot blocked. No good. Rebounded by May. His 20-footer. No good. Rebounded by Hoff. Hoff down court with it now. Off to Howe. Howe drives that lane. Puts it up. No good. Rebounded by Rick May. Line bomb for Blewett. Blewett behind the back pass for Abeloff. Gets away. Went into the crowd. They had a 2-on-1 break. Cavalis and Sabrin into the game now for U of D. Out go Howe and Blackwell. Bring the ball up court for U of D is Paul Sabrin. Picks it up at midcourt. Passes to Hoff. Hoff at the top of the key. In a Chuck Carvalis. No good. Rebounded by DeCoster. Puts it up and in there. 78-63. 5:20 remaining in the game. Abeloff bring the ball up for CC. Cross the timeline with it. At the top of the key. Edwards with it. Edwards looks for somebody. Passes to May. Back out to Blewett. Blewett almost looks for the shot. Foul. Offensive foul on Ben Blewett. So U of D will be having the ball out of bounds down in the CC end of the court. Sabrin bringing the ball up court now for UD. Across the timeline with it.